Welcome to this yoga practice about flexibility, both in the body and in the mind. This cold weather induces us to tighten our muscles and contract tightly to conserve heat, making regular stretching a necessity. Likewise, a rigid mindset causes discomfort when new situations arise, but an open mind allows us the freedom to reassess and adapt as our understanding changes. A flexible perspective allows us to empathize and collaborate with a wider group of people. You can evaluate new ideas objectively if you don't cling to assumptions and limiting beliefs. In this class, you'll learn safe stretching techniques to protect your joints and ligaments from injury. Try each pose without assuming too much or limiting your belief in your ability, because your body may be more flexible than you suppose. We'll begin creating a sacred space and time for this spirit of flexibility to grow by just first centering in your awareness of the breath. Feeling the touch of breath in the nostrils as you breathe. Take complete breaths in, inhale to the crown of the head. And complete breaths out, pushing down into the sitting bones. Grow taller on the inhale, expand, widen, deepen, and grow more rooted, stronger on the exhale. Pull the navel in, strengthen through the core of the pelvis, create a very solid foundation for this asana called Sukhasana. Each inhale brings ease, sweetness, lightness, sukha. And each exhale reminds us of strengthening, stiram, steadiness. All right. We start on our back, reclining. That's always comfortable. And hug the knees into the chest. Circle the knees, rock the knees, whatever is needed in your body today. Gradually opening up the hips. The hips and the shoulders are like the four corners of our skeleton. So we're just gently working those corners to start. Okay, now taking a strap, if you've got one, put it around the arch of the right foot. And lift the right leg up to the sky. Keep the shoulder blades flat under your back. The arms relatively straight. Inhale, soften the knee, choke up on the strap. And on the exhale, press against the strap, straighten the leg more. Listen to your body. Feel where the stretch is. Squeeze the muscles to the bone as you stretch them, so that the strain is not just felt in the ligaments and the attachment of the muscles, but all through the belly of the muscle. We'll switch legs and move the strap to the other foot. Lay the opposite leg flat on the floor, on the mat. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back. Inhale, soften the knee, shorten the strap. And on the exhale, straighten the leg and press into that resistance of the strap. Take complete breaths in and complete breaths out. Strengthening the muscles you're stretching. Going gradually, incrementally, so your body is not fighting the pose, but actually enjoying the stretch. Take another complete breath. And release, lower the legs down. And then lift up the knees. Lift up both legs to the sky. Hold the back of the thighs. And then let the legs part open into a wide V. Supporting the back of the thighs or anywhere your hold is capable. You could hold the big toes if that's available. Good, and bend the knees in towards the armpits into a happy baby. Let the hips move around, the legs move around. And rest the feet back down to the mat. Pause for a breath. How are the hips feeling? The thighs. We're going to do a leg cradle. Cross the right ankle over the left knee next. And open the right knee to the side. Okay, if there are knee issues, you may choose to keep that left foot on the mat. If your knees are okay, pick up that left foot, thread the arms around the left thigh, and clasp hands. Then try and bring your head and shoulders back down to the floor. Shoulders and head resting on the mat. And gradually draw the left knee towards your chest while engaging the hip muscles. The arms lengthen on the inhale and contract on the exhale. Take another complete breath, finishing this side. And then we'll switch to the second side, letting the right foot rest on the mat, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and open the left knee to the side. This may be all your body wants to do today. Or you can stretch that hip in a little deeper by threading the left arm through the legs, clasping hands around the thigh, and then lowering the head and shoulders back to the mat. Arms lengthen on the inhale, and belly and arms contract on the exhale, drawing that left ankle closer to the chest, the left knee open to the side. The bigger your breath, the more time your body has to feel the stretch and tell you what it needs when you're at your limit. So engage in that conversation with your body to know when enough is enough. And take one more complete breath. Finding your natural limit. And then we'll come back around to kneeling pose, where we're on hands and knees, like a table. Now we're going to introduce some mobility to the spine, starting with the cat and cow flow. On the inhale, look up and arch the spine. And on the exhale, look down, round the back, pull the navel in, press down through the finger pads. Lift the gaze on the inhale. And press down through the knees and finger pads as you exhale to arch and round the back like an angry cat. Long, smooth breaths so you can feel movement and flexibility in each vertebrae, from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head, flexing and extending sequentially in this sinuous and wave-like movement. Now press the buttocks back to the heels into child's pose. Back is rounded, forehead down. Good. Each exhale, lengthen the arms. Press the sitting bones towards the heels. And relax tension in the back on the inhale. Fill it with breath. Good. Walk the hands back to the knees. Lift the chest up. And then hands are on the thighs. Getting a good thigh stretch. Shoulders back. Good. Now lift up the hips. Hold the back of the waist or the buttocks and start to look up. Draw the shoulder blades in. Press the hips forward and tilt the head back some. Now lift up to a straight back and clasp the hands together. And draw the shoulder blades down. Squeeze the buttocks and look up. Very nice. Release the hands back to the mat into table pose. And walk the hands forward as you roll the hips down through cobra pose. Okay. Starting with cobra pose. Inhale, curl the head and shoulders up. Pull the shoulders back so the chest can push forward. Good. Lengthen back through the feet and toes so the tailbone can lengthen. Excellent. Take one more complete breath and lower down to rest. Fabulous. Push up to table pose. Curl the toes under and lift up the knees. Begin to walk the knees, walking the dog. Good. Now, the left foot balance, lift the right leg up and open the hips in three-legged dog. Look forward, step the right foot up between the hands, and lower the left knee down. Stabilize by pressing down through the legs. Lift the hands to that front knee and relax the shoulders. Good. When you're ready, lift the arms. That's right. Inhale, stretch up through the fingertips. And exhale, press down through the feet and legs. Good. And lower the hands down. The left hand staying down. Lift the right arm, sweeping up and looking up to the right hand. An option, if you wish, is to curl the back toes under, lift and straighten the back knee. A revolved side angle. Good. And lower the back knee. Bring the right hand inside the right foot and widen the right foot to the side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, bend the elbows, tighten the inner thighs. And pulse with the breath up and down. Your options are many. To lift and straighten the back knee is one. To lower one or both elbows is another. I kind of like hugging the back of this right calf with my one hand. All right, we're resting, relaxing the back knee down. If it's lifted, lifting the chest up. Okay. And switch sides, step the right foot back. And we'll come first to down dog as I balancing. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now we're balancing on the right foot. Lift the left leg up in three-legged dog. Good, good, excellent, wonderful. Step that left foot forward. Lower the right knee down. Take your time. Build the foundation from the ground up. And then lift the hands to that left knee. Relax shoulders back, head high, and core strong. Good. When you're ready, you can lift the arms. See how that feels. You can stretch up through the thumbnails on the inhale to lift up out of the lower back. And press down strongly with the feet on the exhale. Good, good. Now lower the hands down. The right hand will stay down while the left arm sweeps up. Good, that's it. An option, if you want, is to curl the right toes under, lift and straighten the right knee to a straight leg lunge. Good. And rest. Bring the left hand down inside the left foot. Walk that foot wide. The back knee can rest down while you get into a good position for this deep hip opener. Inhale, arms straight. And exhale, bend the elbows, engage the inner thighs. Feel in your body where that stretch is. Breathe deeply to it. If you choose to, you could lift the back knee and straighten the back leg here also. You could try to bring the elbows down. But just stay calm with the breath. Experiment, see what's available. If it's not on the menu today, then go back to something that is. Now, please rest. Back knee down if it's lifted. Chest up. And stepping the left foot back. We'll go back to our friend, downward dog, to rebalance, reassess, reconnect to the breath. Full breaths in and deep breaths out. Now let the knees rest back down on the mat. And sit to the heels. Virasana pose. Keeping the shoulders up and back, the chin slightly tucked. So the spine is a plumb line here from the crown down to the sitting bones. Add additional props if you want for comfort, or go into a reclining pose, walking the hands back behind the heels, lifting the heart, or perhaps lowering to the elbows and getting to a Supta Virasana, where here deeper thigh stretch, those quadriceps, which are, of course, very strong, thick muscles, and will take a little bit of time to fully elasticize and stretch. Nourish those muscles with deep breaths. And when you wish to, rise back up, coming out of that. Lift up the hips then, off the heels, to a high kneeling position. Hold on to the back of the waist or the buttocks. Look up. And arch back, pressing the hips forward. Maybe you keep one hand on the buttocks, try the other arm lifting up and reaching behind. And keep squeezing the buttocks to lift up. And then if your one arm was extended, try the second arm. Squeeze the buttocks, lift the heart, and reach back behind you. Good, excellent. Rest and bring hands down. That was awesome. Come back to a neutral spine on hands and knees. All right, curl the toes under, lift up the knees, and we're back in our old friend, downward dog. Knees and shoulders soften on the inhale, and arms and legs lengthen on the exhale. Feeling a stretch down the back of the legs, out through the spine, and walk the feet forward to the hands. Rise, lift up arms overhead, bring palms touching, and then draw the palms down the center line to the heart space, sealing our intention to stay open-minded, flexible, and rest the arms as we step the right foot back for Warrior One. Keep that back heel grounded, a slight bend in the front knee. And when the feet feel very stable, then hug the muscles to the bone. Get strong in the core of the pelvis. Lift up the arms over the shoulders. Good. Inhale, stretch up through the thumbnails. And exhale, press down through the hips and feet. Good. And release. Arms down. Clasp them behind the back and open the heart looking up. Draw the shoulder blades in. But keep the back leg straight and lift the chest. The head tilting back. Now release the hands to the front leg and begin sliding down that front leg a little bit at a time. Drawing that left hip crease up and back. Spiraling that right hip to face forward. Then straighten the knee, folding on the exhale, lift up in the navel. Relax the knee on the inhale, sense how your body's feeling today. Do you want to go deeper in your body? And keep adjusting where the hands are on the leg or on the mat until you find your optimal stretch. Parshvottanasana. This is pyramid. Okay, so we've done pyramid. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, hands to knees. And exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand up and lift arms overhead, extended mountain Tadasana. And now rest the hands to the heart. Pause for a breath. Connecting, opening to new ideas, new information, new ways of looking at things. Bring freshness and newness, even to poses like mountain pose that you've done a million times. Just pause in the silence to feel what's unique about this today. Now, we'll switch sides and step the left foot back for warrior. Bend the right knee. And take the time you need to really make your feet feel settled, strong, and stable. Engage muscles in the core. And lift up the shoulders. Bring them up and back. Yes, good. Nice full breaths in. And complete breaths out. And you can release the arms down, clasping behind in Yoga Mudra. Look up. Strengthen the back leg to press down through the heel, lift up in the chest, and squeeze in the buttocks to support a back bend. Now you can release the hands to the front leg and slowly fold over the right hip. Spiral the left hip forward, lift the right hip crease up and back. Lift up the right kneecap because you're engaging that quadricep and the hamstring, the calf, every muscle lightly engaged. Breath smooth and even. Knowing you can reassess and adjust things on the inhalation by backing up and feeling what your body's telling you. And if it's giving you all clear, going farther on the exhale. Remember to engage the muscles you're stretching for safety. When you're ready, step the left foot forward. Inhale, hands to knees. And exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Straight legs. Inhale, hands to knees again. Shoulders back. Then exhale, fold. Uttanasana, maybe deeper by holding the back of the calves and ankles, pulling the chest towards the shins, and just pulsing with the breath to soften knees on the inhale, straighten legs on the exhale. Now release and stand up. Lift the arms, stretch, full body stretch down through the legs and feet, up through the fingers, arms, and resting, arms down. Good. Take a wide stance. And clasp hands behind the back, lift the gaze up, press the feet down, lengthen the spine before you arch back. And then release the hands, slide the hands down the legs, fold halfway, hands to knees, and then glide from side to side, like you're a speed skater, right? Or a cross-country skater. Right? Then lower the hands down to the floor, hands under the shoulders, the feet parallel. Soften knees on the inhale. Align and exhale, straighten the legs, lift up in the belly, and press down through the feet and hands. So over a series of breaths, the hands might start walking back until the fingertips are in line with the toes, or spinning the fingertips backwards, bending the elbows to get deeper. Good. Now lift up to a flat back. And walk the hands to the right, open the right toes to the end of the mat, and keep walking the hands diagonally away to lower the hips and lower the chest. Lengthen your stance as best you can. And now place the right hand inside the right foot. Press down through that arm. Draw the left fingertips up the right arm, across the chest, and out to the sky. So it may be more practical to have the right hand on a block or lift up to the fingertips. Whatever was working, try your best. Okay. And lower the left hand, switch sides by walking the hands over to that left side, pivot the feet, turn the left toes out to the end of the mat, and walk the hands diagonally away to lower the hips, lower the chest, provide lots of strength in the legs, pressing down through the soles of the feet. Bring the left hand then to the inside of the left foot. Up on a block or on fingertips may be beneficial. Draw the right fingertips up the left arm, cross the chest, and out to the sky. And the intention is to draw that arm bone into the shoulder socket, the shoulder blade into the back, and let the chest open so you could look up. Good, everyone. Release, lower the hands. Come back up to stand with feet together. All right, we did that. We did forward fold. And we have standing hand to foot. Yes, of course. So with a loop of the strap, you can stand on your loop with the right foot, and then balance on the left leg, lift up the right knee, draw the shoulders back, and then start to extend the right foot out in front. Very good. Yes, 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 great. You can release when you're finished. We'll step out of that and switch the loop into the other foot. Focus your gaze on the floor in front of you and slowly stand up, lifting the left knee, lifting up through the crown of the head, keep shoulders back. Now you're going to start to extend that left foot into the strap. When you're ready, release that side also. Well done. Good. Those are hard. We'll sit down to table pose here. And right knee is going to slide forward for pigeon. Angle the right knee out to the side. And then walk the left knee back. Lower the hips down. And lift out over the right hip as you fold forward to your elbows or wherever your flexibility takes you today. Now quiet the mind to listen to what you're feeling in your body. If the mind is chattering away, it can't listen. Either stay down or lift the chest up. Add in a thigh stretch by bending the back knee and holding that foot with the same side hand, left hand, pulling that left heel towards the hip. And then it takes a little balance, but you can also lift up the opposite arm. Bring the foot into the crook of the elbow. And enjoy a good thigh stretch wherever you are. Okay? And come to the second side by stepping the right foot back, walking the knees. Loosen up the hips. And slide the left knee forward. Come back to pigeon. Ekapada Rajakapotasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Hug. And on the exhale, hug into the midline, staying engaged through the pelvis and hips. Feeling your way deeper into that hip opener. One breath at a time. Inhale, sense the balance in the hips, that they stay even. And on the exhale, squeeze into the core of the pelvis. Engage those muscles. Choose, if you want to, lift up the chest, bend the back knee, and stretch the back thigh by pulling the heel up towards the hip. Either with the hand on the foot or the foot in the crook of the elbow, you may be able to also lift the opposite arm. Now we're going to release and step back to our good friend, downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let the knees loosen up, the hips loosen up, the shoulders, the back. And rest the knees back down to table pose. Good. All right. Now step the right foot forward, walk it out in front, and lift up the toes. Have a thigh stretch. Folding up, out, and over the right hip. Keep the kneecap lifting up, the thigh bone pulling back into the hip socket, the foot active. Deep breaths in, lengthen the spine. And long breaths out, engaging the muscles you're stretching. Go and continue breathing, calm, deep breaths. And if you're not feeling enough of a stretch, you have the option to move the back knee behind more to a full split. So, listen to your body today. Does this feel right? And support it with props or modifications, whatever you need to remain joyful enough to smile. And we'll slide that right foot back to switch legs. Now, from table pose, step the left foot forward. Walk it out. Lift up the toes. On the inhale, lift up, out, and over the hip. On the exhale, straighten the knee, tighten the muscles, tighten the tummy. And breath by breath, feel your flexibility increase, stretch, become more elastic and flexible. If you really like to stretch deeper, move the right knee behind, lower the hips, and Hanumanasana. And keep those leg muscles fully engaged as you stretch them. Protect the ligaments, protect the joints. We'll switch left foot behind, go back to table pose, and we'll flip over onto the back. Okay, and put your strap across the front of your ankles and hold the ends or the loop with the hands while the knees are bent towards the sky. We'll have a nice supported bridge pose by pulling on the ends of the strap, lift up the sides of the hips, and tuck the shoulder blades together to lift the heart. When you're finished, lower the buttocks down and release the strap. Let the knees open apart so the soles of the feet are pressed together. Now, lift the knees to press together, press the feet down, and lift the buttocks off the floor enough to slide the backs of your hands underneath it, and then sit on the back of the hands, giving you a little height, and you can extend the legs to the sky. Stay in this kind of calming inversion while you just listen to your body, feel the touch of breath, the quality of the breath, the sweetness of the breath. Another inversion for more advanced stretching would be plow pose, where you're going to have to tilt the hips up and support the back of the waist with the hands while the legs reach out and over the head. Halasana. Okay. And if this is still not enough stretching, you And bend the knees towards the ears. Ear pressure pose. Which is a convenient way to roll the back down and back to happy baby. Hey! Resting back down on the spine. Play with the pose like a little baby. It's the first time you've seen your big toe. Wow! To see everything with fresh eyes, an open mind, without getting hung up and stuck to old beliefs that are maybe outdated or never really have been examined fully. Just accepted on face value. Everyone else says this, so. All right, let the legs rest and stretch out for a full body stretch. Arms overhead, the legs wide, fingers spread, feet stretching, opposite directions as the hands. And adding every little muscle that wants to move. Circling wrists or ankles, wiggling, shimmying, making some funny faces, sticking out your tongue, whatever your body craves to do to stretch, be alive, fresh, new way. Shed that old skin and grow into something new and more elastic. When you're ready to rest, you can cover up and let your arms rest by your side in Shavasana, corpse pose. Start dimming some of this light. To shave? Do you want it?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. And then the low and juice. Oh, it's still big light. Yeah. You can rest your eyes and let them sink into the eye sockets. And rest the forehead and mouth and jaw slacken. Let the shoulders and arms relax, sink into the mat. The hands and fingers release. And the chest soften. Tummy relax. The floor is holding your back, so you don't have to. Trustfully surrender the weight into the mat. And feel how the floor is holding you now, safe and secure. Allowing the hips to relax. Allowing the legs to rest. Allowing the feet and toes to let go. Thanking all the muscles everywhere in your body. Invite them to become more loose, limp. And just concentrate on the touch of breath in the nostrils. How the cool, fresh inhalation can flow up through the nostrils to the third eye between the eyebrows. And the exhalation can flow down from the third eye through the nostrils over the upper lip. Just get used to following that movement with your mind. And to help protect the mind from distractions, from wandering, we'll add the mantra of the breath, thinking the sound so as you inhale, and thinking in your mind the sound hum as you exhale. Shanti, Shanti, Now begin to deepen your breath, and move and stretch to awaken your body. Begin to roll to the side, pause, enjoy, savor. Appreciate how flexible your body is and how open, flexible your thinking, mind, worldview can be as well. Rise when you're ready to easy seated pose, Sukhasana. Savor the sweetness of your delicious practice. Om. Namaste.